me just explain it to him real quick?
Yeah.
So he's really good at the mounting block, so we're going to be kind of quick to say, no, you need to do this. So I'm going to send him around. They are on an angle, so that might be. Wait. Over. Hey. Over. Yep. Finish it. Over. Hey. Over. Hey, wake up. Over. Hey. Over. Yep. Over. So see how I'm just rocking him? I say, unstick your feet, but I'm saying, but don't really go anywhere. Over. Nope. See if I can get his tail to go around. Nope. So I'm getting a little higher energy because I need him to wake up a little bit. Over. Yep. You're right. Over. Yep. You're right. Nope. Yep. There you go. Good. Back. No. Back. Sorry. I know. The tail of the rope did that. I'm sorry. There you go. You're right. Good. So the tail of the rope is scaring him. You're okay. Here. You're okay. You're right. Over. Yep. There you go. So see, he needed the reassurance me to reach over and pet him. So what was confusing him just now, which is not what you were doing, but was confusing him with me, was the tail of the rope was kind of swinging. It was kind of doing this on its own. Okay. Wait. So the difference is the confidence that I have in him that he knows it. Okay, so now you know he can do it. So what we want to do is we want to just stop him from kind of staying stalled out. The longer we let him stall out, the more gray we're giving him. Wait, back. Okay, over. Nope. Over. I know that rope. Good. No, and it's a confidence in either in your talking to him, or it's a confidence in your belief that he can do it. So it's kind of like you got to get out of your own head and say, wait a minute, you know how to do this. What do I need you to do? I need your front feet to start doing something, so your back can do something. And your tail is facing too much that way, so maybe if I try to send your tail around, and then I can get it from this side. Because if his tail's facing that way, you don't have a good angle from here. So you got to get it to where you can get a little piece of it, like you can sort of see, if nothing else, at least his ribs. And then, ask him. And if he tips his head away, then he's saying, oh, that? And it's kind of like, and in his case, he is asking, oh, you mean this thing? Because if you watch, he'll tip his head, and then he'll kind of give you a lean, and that the lean is the question. The tipping the head is, I think it's this, and then the lean is it?
So then how do I reinforce that when you say, is it?
You can say, yep, and just don't do anything else. Don't correct, don't try to stop or do anything with his front feet at all, and just keep trying to encourage the hind feet to do something. I do a lot of yups to let them know they're on the right page. I don't do the so he doesn't understand that, so he doesn't know that he's doing anything wrong or that it's corrective. And then because he does definitely know it, I'm not giving him a lot of time to not do it. I'm kind of like, hey, you need to. So if he stalls his feet out and say, hey, you need to move your feet, even if it's like I said, like I just rocked him, right? I just kind of said, so that way I can free his feet up. Once you free his feet up, then you can get back to saying, now I need you to do this. Like, come on, wake up. The only thing you need to do with his front feet, obviously, and I think I say wait because
I was gonna ask about that at the end. If I heard you say wait, so that Ho can move.
because hoe wait means stop moving your feet and then follow further instructions.
Okay.
Where hoe kind of means stop, you know it, and I guess I'm not using it in this case, so he does know wait. Like when I bring him in this door here, he has to walk past me and I say wait, which means your feet stop moving and I got to do something else, but wait for further instructions until I tell you okay. So I guess wait is more responsive too. Then did you see at one point where he said, did I do it right? He needed me to tell him yes, because what was happening was this was kind of dangling, and it kind of was causing a little bit of a driving energy that he was trying to read and he didn't know. So instead of making him wrong, because I could have seen that as him, saying touchdown and then leaving again, but that's not what he was doing. He goes, oh wait, that energy, I don't know how to read that energy, so he stepped away thinking maybe he was being driven away. So by encouraging him that he was on the right page, by touching him, that was helpful to him. Because he's otherwise such a disconnected horse. We've seen how disconnected he can be. Otherwise, we really, 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 really want to encourage any questions that he asks or any connection that he tries to have. And in fact, we'll get you to do that, and then I'm going to see if you can't have him side pass away over something if you won, turn him. Because he's never done the side pass the other way, and he did it twice for you, so we'll see if you, we'll see if you can, install that for him. But I'm going to straighten these up because they were asking him to come from a different angle than he had. I have a feeling it's just damage somebody did round pen stuff, and he doesn't understand that he's allowed to come. He probably asked in the beginning somebody doing that with him, and he probably was continuously chased away every time he wanted to come in. Because that's what a lot of people do when they, especially even in lunging, they'll chase them away when they're checking in, and it's like, no, you want to always check in, and that's why he looks out. He spends all his time looking out, and a lot of online work would fix that, but I really, really want to fix something instead. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it with mechanics. I don't want to micromanage it and make it happen. I want it to happen because he's able to think his way out of the trouble that he feels like he's in. I'll get it. Another one. Only one other horse that was this tough when it came to. Her name was Tara, and I hated her otherwise, but. She was a horse that I begged the guy to please take her home. I used to come to the stop sign and be like, please don't be running, please don't be running. She's the one that would she literally dug 18 inches worth of ground from just pacing the gate. It was horrible. I was like, she's gonna kill herself here. Good. Now he had a whole lot of thought just happened. Good, so, yep. Yep. Yep, I was gonna say, no, unfortunately he's going past there, so he has to. For some reason he's dull to the backup. Good. 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 So that was like a breakthrough from the rut you guys got in. So that was nice. Yep. So he's ready to. He actually was ready to offer it. Yep. Yep. Good. 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 Yep. He wants reassurance. Good. So when his head kind of came. Ask him to come back over because he has to do it right. Good. So see how, and it probably does it too, so it's actually good to notice. See how when he got in that position, his head kind of came up like,
Yeah.
did I do it?
Yeah.
That's when you really want to reach out and touch them to let them know, yes, you're right, because it'll set it, like, see how it helped him lower his head. It helps them kind of go, oh, thank God I got it right. Okay? But if they get all suspicious and, like, you'll watch his ears go out to the sides because he's really got a lot of worry in him. So if he's close enough to take the worry out of him, too, you always want to do that. So that way he can go, okay. We want him to feel like he's a superstar, you know, because he's just got such bad confidence issues that if we can help him become more confident in what's being asked of him, then he'll start to want to participate better. I know. Okay, go ahead and do that one more time. This is actually good for me to see to make sure that he's not only going to be able to do it for me. Yep, I was going to say you might want to guide his nose a little bit. Yep. Good. Yep. Give him a little bump, say, hey, excuse me, talking to you still. Yep. Yep, so he's about 5 steps past when you should have done something about his thought to go forward. Because you could read his thought was to go forward. So you want to make sure that when you're reading that thought, you're just getting away from the thought so he doesn't make the mistake. We'd rather him think it and you go, no, that's not what I said, as opposed to, oh shoot, now I gotta correct all this movement. Good. Wait. Back. Back. Good. Good. Okay, then go ahead and send him over there. Yeah, I would direct his shoulder and just kind of help him get started from scratch. Yep. Yep. Up. Yep. So you flew the plane into the trees.
Yep.
Instead of around them. Yep. Yep. Good. Yep. And then right away tell him what to do. Yep. Careful with wiggling the rope. Tell him to back up from where he is. Like that. Yep. 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 Stop him from going forward. Tell him to back up. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. Think I'm gonna like that? I'm not sure if I do. I think I want to. Okay. We'll do it in a little bit of a different spot. Let's see if we can't have him. Now, your goal, I'm going to make it a little bit automatic to see if you can't tell him to side pass over the cones towards me. Yep. No, he's like, oh, I think I know how to do this. Yeah. Yeah. So you need to guide his front feet towards the cones so he knows it's something to do with it. Near the. Yep. Good. Yep. Back. Yeah, traction. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Tilt your head so he knows that he's supposed to be behind it. There you go. Yep. He likes his forehead kind of rubbed up and down that stripe. What'd you say? I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff you see with the phone. I know, right? lot of fire in his feet, so him to be kind of wait for the next. Okay, so from there, I want you to side pass him, his nose towards you, over those. Once he does that, I need you to tell his shoulder come this way and kind of walk around, and he needs to stop over to you. From overing to you, then you're going to send him like you're telling him to leave, and you're going to stop him. You're going to back up, and then send him over those cones. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's like K-turning. He likes puzzles, so like yesterday or 2 days ago when he got all revved up running around, I did puzzles with him afterwards just to calm him down, and he's really pretty good at them, so. Yep. Yep, so there, he just asked you when he dipped his head down. Good. Yep, you're better off keeping his front feet where they were and talking only to the hind end. Back. And then trying to just guide his hind end. If anything, you need him to back. There we go. Yep. And only talk to his hind end until it catches up to his front legs, and then you can tell it all to go. Yep. Give him a little tap on the ribs. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now talk. Yep. Yep. Good. 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 Yep. Yep. Good. Good. Stop his front feet from going forward, though. There you go. Good. Good. That's okay. It's okay. Give him a little rub. He needs a little rub on his forehead. That's what he's asking for. He said, "Could you tell me I did it good?" Okay. Now tell his shoulder has to go away. Back. No, we're not doing that today. He's like, wait, yesterday she told me I had to do something like this. It's actually pretty cool. He did get it up for me. Yeah. So his nose and his shoulder need to turn, but don't go, really. Good, wait. Yep, now immediately tell his hind end to do something. Yep, his hind end has to come to you. Yep. Yep, you can send his shoulder towards the dumpster and then quickly send it back the other way, just kind of setting him off balance a little bit, so you can just like rock his shoulders. Yep, and now rock his shoulders back the other way. Yep, but don't put that rope in driving. There you go, because you almost drove him away. Good. And that's just rope skills. That's all. But he didn't see you do it, so you almost. Yep. Good. Back. So now you can try to over him to you from there, and then back him up from that. Yep. Kind of free up his feet. Yep. Forward. Yep. Free up his feet. Yep. And guide his nose this way. Whether you just do a turn signal on his nose and tell him to turn his nose this way. Yep. Free up his feet again. Oh, good. Back. Okay, because the energy was kind of where you were wiggling the rope was kind of at his side, so that's why he yielded away. There you go. Good. Now just see if you can gently back him up from there. So it's kind of an up and down as opposed to. It's okay. It's okay. You can kind of over and back at the same time. Try. Good. Yep, 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 yep. Back, back, back. You're not gonna get it. So try to do the over and the back up at the same time so he knows that you're not actually overing him to the mounting block, you're just trying to guide his tail. Yep, yep, yep. And he's like, I already tried doing that and it wasn't right. That's why he's like kind of saying, well, I must be wrong to have tried it that way. So you can free up his feet by send him towards the arena and then send him back this way. So send him just to free up his shoulders. So just rock his shoulders that way and then this way. Yep. Yep. And then over. Yep. Yep. And rock his shoulders back this way and then over right away from there. Yep. Yep. Keep asking. Keep asking. Yep. Guide him forward a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to run him into the cones. Yep. Good. Back. Back. You don't even need to do the over now. That's okay. Now let him be a star. Now back, 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 back. Good, good, good. Yep, yep. Good. A little bit more. Kind of mean it. So that way he doesn't totally get himself screwed up again. Good. Now. Yep. Send his tail only until his tail catches up with his front feet in the right direction, and then try to get it to where he goes, from the rib cage. But right now we're just trying to get the tail and stop any front movement, forward movement. Stop forward. There you go. You're right. Yep, yep. Tail though, tail. Yep, yep. Don't pull though, because you're going to give him forward movement by accident. Yep. You can tap his ribs if you have to. Just try to make sure it's closer to his hind end than his shoulder. Don't kiss. Good, good. Yep. Don't quit him. You're letting him do it all by himself. That's good. It's good that he did do it by himself, but you quit him. Because you didn't keep telling him to do it, you were just saying, good boy, but he still needed you to tell him to keep doing all of it. So once he got himself on it, you kind of took down all your cues and just were telling him he was good. So it was lucky that he was like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to keep going, but you didn't tell him to keep going. So once his tail, so say he's like this. Once his tail catches up to his feet, then you're going to guide his front legs and his hind legs together until he's all the way over the cone. Then you'll go to nothing.
Okay.
So what happened was once he got on the right page.
Yeah.
So then you quit, which could say, yes, you're right, but then we did want him to keep going, so luckily he did. But had you quit and he just stopped like this, then he wouldn't have done anything wrong.
Okay. So I thought it was someone who
I could see why. Right. Yeah, So right now you were chasing his tail,
Yeah.
then you change the angle to only the ribs.
Okay.
And then if his front end gets behind, then you make sure. So it's a gentle guide with the front end, and so this way when he gets to the end, you can then come to rest, and that means he's done.
Okay.
But I see how you could have seen it that way. Boy. Yeah. I just realized the round pen's in the shade, which means it's probably 6 o'clock. He's a nice boy, and he wants to learn stuff. I enjoy playing with him. And the more you get to where he's like, oh, okay, you're kind of interesting, then that kind of paves the path to being able to do anything with him, whether you're on him or not. But like the horse that was galloping around here, that's a stupid decision to climb on that horse. You know what I mean? This horse you can get on. And yeah, you could come in here and start with this, but we have to fix all the broken pieces too. And that's such a broken piece. And it's somewhat on a circle, yeah. He overachieved. It worked out. And that's kind of what happened was he understands the cones, and the length of the cones is his job. So he got it. It's just after he got straight, he kind of just said, "Good job." I mean, it's okay. You weren't. Like, I'm not mocking you. You know. Huh? Well, that's okay. It worked out. I can't wait to see when he finally just changes. I mean, he's changed a lot since I met him. A lot. I remember the first day I met him, I was just like, oh my god, this horse, it was sad. He would just kind of go wherever the pointed him, but he had no, it was like he's walking around with no recollection of, or recognition of human. Just if you pointed me that way, I was supposed to just go that way. Like, and even the obedience wasn't even really there, it was just kind of like compliance.